You're looking for a screen that won't just sit on a wall and look pretty, but one that actually fits into the flow of your business day, something reliable, easy to live with, and worth every penny, not just a list of glossy specs. The hesitation you feel when a 75-inch 4K touchscreen pops up on a spreadsheet is real. You've probably spent hours scrolling through endless feature tables, worrying that the next thing you buy will end up as a pricey paperweight. I get that. You need confidence that the monitor will hold up in a conference room, a retail floor, or a classroom, and that the price you pay translates into tangible productivity, not just marketing hype. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's talk about the LG 75TR3PN Pro, a commercial-grade display that's trying to be more than a big TV. At first glance, the size alone makes it a statement piece. 75 inches of UHD 4K real estate is enough to replace a whole wall of whiteboards in a meeting space. The real question is whether that size translates into everyday usability. From what I've gathered, the monitor is built around an IPS panel that supports both capacitive touch and pen input. That means you can run your fingers across the surface just like a tablet, or you can grab a stylus for more precise work, ideal for design teams sketching concepts, or for educators annotating slides in real time. One of the biggest practical strengths is the Google Certified Display Badge. In a world where you're likely pulling up Google Slides, Docs, or Meet, having native Google integration cuts down on the friction of plugging in a laptop or dealing with extra adapters. The monitor talks directly to your Google Workspace, letting you launch a Meet call or flip to a shared doc with a few taps on the screen. For a sales team that needs to demo product catalogs on the fly, or a hospital information desk that wants to pull up patient data securely, that out-of-the-box connection saves a few minutes per session that add up quickly. Control is another area where the LG shines. The unit can be managed over LAN or via RS-232 commands, which sounds like jargon but in practice means your IT department can push firmware updates, change input sources, or schedule power cycles without stepping into the room. In a retail environment where you have dozens of displays across a floor, being able to script a nightly reboot or adjust brightness for the evening can be a lifesaver. The ELGi AI helper also adds a layer of automation. It watches what's displayed and can suggest content changes or alert you if something goes off schedule. Think of it as a low-effort content manager that keeps your signage fresh without a dedicated person staring at a control panel all day. Now, the real-world drawbacks. First, the sheer size can be a double-edged sword. While a 75-inch canvas is impressive, it also demands a dedicated mounting solution and a fairly spacious room. If your conference space is under 15 feet wide, you might find the edges of the screen out of comfortable reach, forcing you to lean in or turn your head more than you'd like. The weight of the unit is another practical consideration. It's not a piece you can just set on a desk and expect it to stay stable. You'll need a sturdy wall mount or a commercial stand, which adds to the total cost and installation time. Touch latency is generally low, but a few users have noted that when multiple fingers are used simultaneously, the screen can occasionally misinterpret gestures, especially with gloved hands in a kitchen or lab setting. If you're planning to use the monitor for high-speed drawing or fast-paced gaming demos, you might want to test the pen response first. The pen itself isn't bundled with the monitor, so you'll have to budget for a compatible stylus, which can be an extra $50, $100 depending on the brand you pick. Battery life isn't a concern because it's a mains-powered display, but power consumption does climb when you're running at full 4K brightness for extended periods. For an office that leaves the screen on 24/7, that translates into a noticeable electricity bill. If you're environmentally conscious or running a small office, you might want to schedule off hours dimming through the LAN controls to keep costs down. Who should buy this? If you're a medium to large business that runs collaborative meetings, digital signage, or interactive training sessions, the LG 75TR3PN hits the sweet spot between visual fidelity and interactive capability. The built-in Google integration and remote management tools make it a natural fit for tech-savvy teams that already live in the Google ecosystem. Retail chains looking for a unified signage solution will appreciate the AI helper and the ability to push updates across a network without sending a technician to each site. Educational institutions that want a large, touch-enabled board for group work will also find the pen support valuable. Who should skip it? Small home offices or solo freelancers probably won't need a 75-inch touchscreen. There are cheaper, more compact options that still offer 4K and